What's up guys, it's your host Josh and welcome back to another monthly vlog. As you can see from the title of this video, your boy got a job at McDonald's. Yes, your boy's gonna be flipping some Krabby Patties and shit like that. And yeah, pretty excited. I actually start today. It's currently 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I actually clock in at 6. I couldn't sleep, so I just decided I'm just gonna record this part and knock it out the way. And before I start, I wanna let y'all know I've watched a bunch of videos on YouTube of a lot of other people's hiring processes. Some people's hiring process are similar and a lot of other people's are different. So for this video, I'm just gonna be letting y'all know how my hiring process was. So about 2 weeks ago, I'd say, I filled out an application online. I didn't hear nothing until about a week later, and I believe it was on a Wednesday. I'll put the dates up here if I remember. And I received a text from a number and it was like, "Hello Joshua, we reviewed your application. We would like for you to come in this Friday at 4 p.m. to do your interview. So make sure you have your information, ID, birth certificate, social security number, whatever you have to just show that you are who you say you are." So anyways, on that Friday, I dressed nice. I wore some nice looking jeans, some white shoes, jacket, because it was super cold that day. And the thing told me to come in at 4 to do my interview, but I decided to get there like 25-30 minutes early. I walk in there, I see about 6 or 7 other people. They're all sitting like 4 tables apart from each other, maybe a little more than that. We have the social distance. I go up to the front, I talk to the lady that's at the register. I let her know, "Hi, my name's Joshua. I'm here to pick up some paperwork. Is there a manager I could speak to?" She told me yes. "Take a seat. I'll let the manager know that you're here for some paperwork." I sit there for about 15-20 minutes. I just sat on my phone. Honestly, this didn't even really feel like an interview. She literally sat down. She's like, "Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you, Mr. Joshua. Do you have your ID? Do you have your social security?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." I give it to her. She goes to the back. She prints it out. She comes back. She's just like, "All right, so when can you work?" And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all guys. I just straight up said, honestly, I could work any day of the week, anytime. I could clock in right now if you needed me to. She started laughing. I started laughing. You know, we're having good vibes. She said, "Well, that's good to know because this McDonald's just recently got rebuilt, so we're pretty desperate for hiring. So this McDonald's that's like right here," when I mean right here, I mean literally right here, "is like pretty desperate for hiring." She was asking me if I knew any friends that would like to work here, let them know they were hiring and stuff like that. She asked me when would I be available to come in. I said I could come in as early as possible. She said, "Okay, how does 6 sound?" Which, you know, 6 in the morning, that means by the time I get out it'd be 2 and I could still have a full day for myself. I could literally come home, nap, eat, record more videos. So I kind of like this schedule because it fits well with what I want to do YouTube wise. And for those of you that don't know, I have a first channel. I have 1,000 subscribers, and I told myself if I ever get 10,000, maybe 15,000, I'll probably end up leaving this job. But anyways, the interview went by super fast. She told me that after this interview, in the next day or 2, I should receive a text. 2.5 days later go by, I received a text saying, "Hello, Mr. Joshua, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that." They sent me this link to, I believe it was called Make Hire. So you click on the link, you fill out more information that has to do with like your bank information, your name, your address, the McDonald's you're trying to work at, all that stuff. Once you finish it, it'll be like, "Congratulations." Another 2 days go by and I get a text and it says, "Hello, Mr. Joshua. We would like for you to come in to the McDonald's store on Monday to pick up some more information for you to fill out." I wait till Monday. I go in at the time it told me to come in, which was 4. I get there and I'm not gonna lie, they were packed. So I had to wait there quite a while. The lady comes to me, she gives me these 2 sheets of paper and I'm gonna put them on the screen right here. And she told me, "This is where the location will be. This is the date you need to be there. This is the time you need to be there. Make sure you get there early, and make sure you guys read the sheet if they do give you one, because on the sheet they tell you like stuff you would need to wear or stuff you need to bring or stuff that you need to know when filling out more paperwork and stuff." My orientation was on a Thursday, which was yesterday. So on the days Monday through Thursday, I spent the time to go to Walmart, got me some black pants, got me these brick 9s right here. Not gonna lie, these shits are actually super comfy. I can't even fake. I got them for like, I don't know, 12 bucks. I already had a black belt, but I'm pretty sure you could get one at Walmart. Also, I went ahead and got me a lint roller. This was kind of dirty because I used it already. Some undershirts, and that was that. And when I got to orientation, they checked my temperature. They asked me what size work shirt do I need, what type of hat do I want. Do I want a regular hat? Do I want a visor? Stuff like that. They gave me some masks and then like a little work apron type thing. Went to orientation. They told us it would probably be like 2 hours of us just watching videos and filling out more paperwork. It flew by super quick. We were there like an hour. There was like 8 people at orientation, and 4 of the people I'm most likely going to be working with, so I thought that was cool. When we got there, they asked us what's our name, which McDonald's we're going to work at. But yeah, all we did was just fill out a lot of paperwork. And to let y'all know ahead of time, a lot of the paperwork looks exactly the same. It feels like you're filling out the same information sheets over and over again. So it was a little frustrating, but you know, it's a hiring process and it's pretty easy. Yeah, we finished orientation. I get home around 7. I'm here now at 3 o'clock in the morning recording this. I actually clock in less than 2 hours for my first day. Yeah, a little nervous. So for this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all my first day of work. I'm probably gonna show y'all my first paycheck, my second paycheck, and then I'm gonna show y'all the last day of this month to just like recap how my experience at McDonald's has been. And yeah, I'm pretty excited, a little nervous, don't know what to expect. And comment down below on y'all's experience for y'all's hiring process, because like I said, everyone has different processes. Mine was pretty simple. It was just filling out a bunch of paperwork, and that was really that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get like 30 minutes of rest, and I'm gonna shower, eat, and then get ready for my first day. Oh boy. Okay, man. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened since then all the way up to now. Just want to start off by apologizing for the super late upload for this monthly vlog. I've been working on a lot of projects for my first channel, my second channel. All my channels will be in the description below. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them. Yeah, this is like my 3rd or 4th time recording this whole experience I had at McDonald's. So I'm gonna try my best to summarize my first day all the way up to my last day. Hopefully y'all guys don't have to go through what I had to go through. Okay, so my first day, I have to be there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but I decided to get ready early and get there around like 4:30ish so I could introduce myself to the crew trainer and the crew workers. I get there and man, they are like busy. Like there's already hella cars and it's literally 5 o'clock in the morning. Like both the lines were just packed. So I was a little nervous. Actually, matter of fact, I was super nervous, not even gonna lie. Like I said, I introduced myself to the crew trainer and he is like, oh, you're new? And he's kind of like freaking out because we're kind of like behind a couple people and they're already busy as hell. He's telling me, hate to tell you this, but the person that's supposed to train you is on vacation. And I say vacation because even though this lady was on vacation, she still showed up each and every single day to just laugh around and joke around with the people that worked in the front, which I never quite understood, because if you're there, you think you could, you know, show me what to do. So basically what I'm saying is I never had training first day or any of these days. I'm just gonna let y'all know now. I get to the back and I'm supposed to be the one making the breakfast, you know, all that shit. I was supposed to be doing that, but there was one other person that was there that was supposed to help me. So the crew trainer was like, hey, this is, I'm just gonna call him Xavier, I don't remember his name. So Xavier was like, yo, they got you working your first day on a Friday? I was like, yep. He's like, man, they done you over. And then he was telling me that he has to clock out in like 10 minutes, so after he leaves it would literally just be me. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, you're gonna be working here by yourself. It's like, they really you over. I'm like, oh my god. And then he was getting mad, not at me, but you know, for the people that scheduled me like that, because he was like, I don't understand why they would have a new guy working on the busiest days of the week without a person to train me. Like that makes no sense. So I want to thank him because instead of him clocking out in 10 minutes, he stayed an extra 25 minutes to show me a couple things here and there. So he didn't get to really show me a lot because like I said, we were busy. Like I was making shit, I was messing up orders, I was getting yelled at, which, you know, my fault. I accept that. But then I kind of got the hang of it, but the pacing was just like kind of hard for me to do because by the time I finished one order, boom, there's 5 more orders, 3 more orders here. I'm like, god damn, this is a lot. It's like, all right, man, good luck. You know, I don't know why they did that to you, man. That's really grimy. And he dapped me up and he left. You know, Xavier was a pretty cool guy. It was stressful, man. I was messing up so many orders, but I wasn't really too hard on myself because I was like, you know, it's just my first day, you know. I'm pretty sure about like the first week or 2 I could have this like, you know, down and shit. Just to skip ahead, my first day was pretty trash. Probably like the second worst day I've had working there. After my first day, you know, I was upset because, you know, I f***ed up a lot, but hey, you know, everyone f***s up. We're only human. So I wasn't really too hard on myself because like I said, you know, I'm pretty sure in like a week or 2 I could have this all down. So I'm getting ready for day 2 and yeah, this day was a little bit different. I didn't work in the same spot, but I worked in the same area. I was the one that like heats up the breads, like the biscuits. I have to microwave the burritos. I have to heat up the McGriddles and shit like that, you know. This time I'm working in that area, and they tell me that this time I'll actually have someone to show me what to do. But one thing they told me was, they're like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, this lady that's gonna help you, she's kind of a B word. I meet this lady and she's already like getting mad at me. Like she's getting like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you standing there? This and that. Also, I want to let y'all know, she had a strong accent. She was originally from Africa. Like she's only been here like a couple months, so she doesn't really like speak full on English, and she's still adjusting like her accent. So I really couldn't understand her. That was what made it even more stressful, because even when she would yell at me, I wouldn't even understand what she's talking about. She's just going off at me, and at the same time she's also wearing a mask, so it's like muffling her voice, so I can't really understand her at all. So if she needed me to do something and I'm not doing it, she'll just like start yelling at me, and I'm like, oh, what? Like, what did I do wrong? She's like, no, you don't do this, you do this. Like, it was super stressful, and I had to work with her the whole day just about. Yeah, I was getting yelled at by her, and then after a while I started getting the hang of everything, and she didn't really have to talk to me. But there's this other lady. This lady, I'm just gonna call her Miss Kathy, and I don't know what it was. From like the day she met me to like my last day, I feel like she just had a target on my back. I don't know what it was. There'd be times where like we would literally look eye to eye, and she would always have something negative to say, because there's so many incidents she yelled at me for like no reason. So this is my second day, like I said, and we're about like 3 hours in, and there hasn't been a customer in like 30 minutes. So in that whole 30-minute span, you know, everyone's cleaning their areas, and they're going to the back to grab some cleaning stuff to bring it back to their spots to, you know, wipe down their area. So the lady that's training me, she's like, hey, I'll be in the back real quick, I'm gonna grab the cleaning supplies, bring it back up here, just make sure you put the biscuits in the oven so they can heat up. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can do that. And I'm sitting there, and there's this guy that works like kind of right next to me. Like he works on the grill. He was making the sausages, and he had a spatula, and the spatula had so much grease on it, like it would literally like droop down. He didn't really say nothing, but I could tell just by his body motion he was gonna go to the back and probably get some cleaning stuff too to clean up his area. So he puts the spatula not where the stove is, but he puts it on this machine where you make the eggs. Like anyways, he puts it on that machine, and I kind of see it on the corner of my eye, but I'm too busy like working on my own stuff. And I guess like the grease on the spatula started to drip down the whole machine. So Miss Kathy sees it. Like she comes from the back, and she's like, what the hell? And I gotta let y'all guys know, like in public I talk at like a 5, but this lady's on like on a whole other level. She's on a whole 25,000 or some shit. She just has to be loud for no reason. So she's like, what the hell? Who left this right here? She grabs the spatula, she's like swinging it around. Like I said, everyone's in the back grabbing the cleaning stuff, so the only person in that area is your boy. She's like, Mr. Joshua. And I want to let you know, every time she yelled at me, she always started off with, Mr. Joshua, who left this spatula on the egg oven thing? I don't know what it's called. I'm like, I don't know. And then she's like, yeah, okay. Like she just didn't believe me. I'm like, what? You don't like, okay. And then she's just going off. She yells at me, and she's like, take your ass to the back and grab some cleaning supplies. She literally said that word for word to clean this shit up. I just say, yes ma'am. I mean, I can't really talk back to her because, you know, this is my second day. I'm really just trying to get paid, to be honest. But anyways, I go to the back, grab some cleaning supplies. I get back, and Frank is back, and she's yelling at him because he was the one that actually left the spatula on the egg machine. And she's yelling at him, and he's wiping it up. And if anyone got yelled at more than me, it was Frank. And I want to let you know, like, this dude was getting yelled at like by everyone that worked in the front. All they would do is literally sit there, twerk their ass on Snapchat, be hugged up on each other, and they would literally turn around and be like, yo, where the f are my biscuits? Like, they would say it just like that. And I have to be like, the McGriddles are in the oven. They're like, hurry that shit up, I needed that shit like 10 minutes ago. Like, goddamn, like what can I do? Like, I can't just grab a McGriddle that make it instantly hot or something, you know? They're in the front talking shit about everyone that works in the back, which makes no sense because all they do is just stand there on their phones like this, and we're in the back literally moving around. It was a lot. So yeah, that was my second day. It was pretty trash. Like I said, I'm kind of just summarizing everything. There was a lot of other stuff I got yelled at for. There was almost a fight that happened. Like I said, the people in the front would literally talk shit about the people that worked in the back, and the guy that was making the breakfast wasn't having it. Like, he was real finna like square up. Like, he literally put his hands up and everything. So yeah, that was just a lot that happened on there. My third day, I was like, man, do I even want to come in today? Like, I almost was finna call in like and just cap and be like, yo, I'm sick, I don't think I can come in. Like, that's what I was originally gonna do, but I was like, nah, man, I need to get that money, bro. I get to work a little bit late, like 5 minutes late. Miss Kathy, she was there. She was like, Joshua, you're 5 minutes late, clock in and get to your spot. I'm like, yes ma'am. Get to the back, clock in, head back to my spot. I'm working the same spot I did on my second day, but this time it was just gonna be me. And I'm like, oh shit, because this certain job right here requires like 2 people, because if I run out of biscuits, the second person usually goes to the back for me, grabs the box full of, I don't know, frozen biscuits or frozen McGriddles, bring them to me, they open them up, hand them to me, I put them in the microwave, heat them up, then take them out the microwave, put it in the oven, heat them up in the oven, take them out, and then I put them in these little trays, hand them off to the people so they could use them to make the breakfast. But since it's just me, I have to do a 2-person job. So I'm literally running back, and as I'm grabbing boxes, I'm getting far behind on my other work. Like, I still have to heat up the burritos, I still have to heat up the McGriddles, but I'm too busy grabbing a big ass box full of frozen biscuits. This day, I got shit on so freaking much. Just know I got yelled at a lot this day because I was doing a 2-man job and I was getting so far behind on everything. So people in the front were getting mad at me like, where's the burritos? I'm still waiting on the burritos. Where's the hotcakes? They should have been here like 15 minutes ago. We have a customer getting mad at my ass because y'all guys are being slow in the back. Like, people in the back were getting mad at people in the front. Like, it was just a whole lot of shit, and I knew it was really my fault, and it hurt knowing that I'm the reason why the people in the back are getting yelled at. And I even had people stand up for me like, yo man, he's doing a 2-man job, chill out a little bit, you know? So far I've only talked about the breakfast part. Around the time where like I worked like the lunch shift or whatever you want to call it, I mainly just bring the boxes to the front full of like, you know, the chicken nugget boxes, and sometimes I'll put a chicken nugget in a box, or I didn't really do much for like the second part of my shift. Around that time I would usually just sweep and mop, and then I would just clock out. That was the end of my third day. I got yelled at because I was too slow at a 2-man job, I guess. So fourth day, yeah, I get to work. This time I get there a little bit early. I clock in and I'm working the same spot I did on my first day. You know, I'm actually making the breakfast, and I kind of got everything down packed. And even though we had a bunch of orders, I was knocking them out. Like, I was ahead of everything, you know. And then Miss Kathy came up to me, and this was like the first time she gave me a compliment. She's like, okay, Mr. Joshua, I see you. I see you. Man, oh man, for like 3 hours, I was ahead of everything. Then it happened. This one asshole literally pulled up and ordered 15 McChicken biscuits. So that was a lot. And then there was other cars coming in. So this other girl volunteered to help me to, you know, catch up because there was a lot of orders. Man, we got so far behind. This is when like people were starting to come in, man, and like it was hard to keep up on like, wait, did I make this order or did I forget? Did you make this order? No? Did you? I don't know which order I'm on anymore. I'm getting yelled at again from the front because they're like, yo, you guys in the back are slacking, pick it up. Like, I'm trying, but there's a shit ton of orders, you know. So by the time it was time for me to take a break, and like I said, the McDonald's is literally like right here. It's like I literally just have to cross the street, boom, I'm home. Every time I took a lunch break, I would literally come home, sit right here, and I would just you know, I would try my best to calm myself down, and then I'd just tell myself, hey man, you have 2.5 hours left, and then you could come home, eat, shower, and take a good old nap. So I get back to work, and literally right next to where you clock in, there's like this area full of trash, and this trash area was full of boxes. Now, whenever you have a bunch of boxes and you're supposed to throw them away, you're supposed to break the boxes down and then set them near the trash can. But whoever this asshole was just literally left a bunch of open boxes right next to the trash can. So it just made a big ass pile. And I'm looking at the trash can like, yo, these people are f***ing lazy. And literally as I'm saying this in my head, Mr. Joshua, I turn around. It's the same lady, Miss Kathy. She's like, you know damn well you're supposed to break the boxes down before you throw them in the goddamn trash can. I tell her, that wasn't me. I literally just, and before I could finish what I'm saying, she was like, bullshit. It's never f***ing y'all. Every single time I got yelled at this job, it was always because of something I had no part of or no control over. And it was complete bullshit. So I'm gonna skip most of this day because I got yelled at so freaking much. And like I said, this is my 4th day. This is literally the worst day ever. I'm finna skip the whole breakfast shift. Just know I got yelled at probably like every 2 minutes. So I'm stressing out. I'm hot, I'm dehydrated, and normally I always took my break on like 10:30, but it was already like 11:30. So I see this one lady who's another crew trainer. I ask her, can I take a break? I feel like I'm about to pass out. And you'd think she would like, yeah, go, you know, go take your little break, go get something to drink. No, she's like, can you just hold on for like 25 more minutes? Like, we're really busy. Can you just try to, like, you know, hold things together? Sure. Because I'm like, you know, if I stay a little longer, you know, I'm getting that money, you know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm working, I'm literally starting to see dots. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm real deal finna pass out. Before I knew it, the 25 minutes were up. She's like, okay, Mr. Joshua, you can take your break. And this is a different crew trainer. It's not Miss Kathy. I don't even know who this lady was. I just rush home. I sit right here and literally I sit in my chair and I literally start like doing that shit. I'm like, whoa. I start drinking cold water again. I get to work. As soon as I get to work, Mr. Joshua, who the hell gave you the right to take your break? It was Miss Kathy again. And I'm looking for the lady and I asked if I could take a break, but she isn't there. So apparently, right after I left, that same lady that told me I could take my break left. And I guess she just didn't tell Miss Kathy I was on break. So Miss Kathy just assumed I just walked out without telling anyone. So I tried explaining to her, I already asked this other person if I could take a break. They told me I could. She was like, who'd you ask? Who, Mr. Joshua, who did you ask? And as this whole thing is going on back and forth, everyone is literally not working. They're literally just staring at me and her having this whole conversation. So it's so embarrassing getting yelled at in front of everybody in the back. Everybody has their eyes on me. So she's like, Mr. Joshua, next time, tell me when you need to take a break, okay? I say, yes, ma'am. And I start heading to the back so I could clock back in. By the time I clock back in, we're no longer doing breakfast. We're working on burgers. We're working on chicken nuggets. You know, and I'm doing my thing. I'm not gonna lie. I did way better with the burgers than I did with the breakfast stuff, which I was really surprised. So I'm doing the chicken nuggets and then it happened. So I'm using the scoop to pick up chicken nuggets. I pick up the chicken nuggets, I have the box, and I try scooping them in the box. One chicken nugget hits the rim of the box and falls to the ground. So once you see food hit the ground, what do you think it is? Yes, it's trash. So when I turn to my side, I literally see a big ass trash can not even 3 feet away from me. So what do? Yes, you pick up trash and throw it into the trash can. So I pick up the chicken nugget, turn to the side, and throw it. And I swear to freaking God, as I threw it, I felt like everything was in slow motion. As the chicken nugget is in midair, I see Miss Kathy holding this big ass box and she's walking to the front. And she sees me, see me, throw the chicken nugget into this big ass trash can. I swear to freaking God almighty, as soon as this chicken nugget hit the trash can, she's like, boom! Slams this big ass box onto this counter and she's like, Mr. Joshua, Jesus H freaking Christ, you know damn well you do not throw food into this trash can. And I had no idea, because like I said at the beginning, from day one, I never had proper training to this day. People stop what they're doing to just look at me get yelled at from Miss Kathy. And then she points underneath the machine, whatever, she shows me underneath the machine. There's like this small ass trash can, like this round, maybe like this high. And she's like, you know damn well you're supposed to throw food that you drop on the ground into this trash can. And this, like I said, this trash can is this small. And you can't even see it from where you're standing. I didn't even know that was there. Nobody told me. And she's like, you know what, Mr. Joshua? Get out my kitchen. Get the hell out of here. We don't need you. Go. I'm like, alright, you know, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, man, at this point, I'm just like, you know what, this place. I literally leave in a rush. Like, I was done, so pissed. And I'm just gonna jump ahead. The next day, which was my 5th and last day, I start walking to work. A car pulls up to me. It's a little sketch because it's super late. They roll down the window. I'm thinking, yo, I'm probably gonna die or something. But no, I see it's Frank, the guy that works the grill. He's like, yo, Josh, come here. He tells me to come up to him and he tells me, yo, I got fired and they're firing a lot of people. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, when I got there, I saw a bunch of new people. Apparently, they're transfers. And told me that when he got there, someone was working in his position. So when he went to the back to clock in, the lady told him, Mr. Frank, can I speak to you? I'm sorry to inform you, Frank, but we're going to have to let you go. We got a lot of new transfers. Want to thank you for your time working here. And yeah, that's how he got fired. And he told me this word for word. After he told me that, he's like, hey, man, don't be surprised if you get fired, man, because they're letting a lot of people go. Right then and there, I kind of just accepted, yeah, they're probably gonna let my ass go too. As I'm about to clock in, Mr. Joshua, can I speak to you? Sits me down, and literally word for word, everything she said to Frank, she said to me. So yeah, fired. fired on my first week, you know, at this shitty ass McDonald's. I got fired because I threw a chicken nugget in the wrong trash can. So, like I said, this is just my experience, and I'm gonna let y'all know, I only told y'all 75% of this story. There's like so much stuff that happened in this first week I worked there. Not even gonna lie, I think some of the people there were racist. There was a lot of Trump supporters that worked there too, so there was that whole mess. I'm not even gonna get into all that. But yeah, if you guys made it this far into the video, thank you. Make sure you guys hit the like button, comment, share this for your boy, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Want to apologize again for this super late upload. I've been working on a lot of other projects. Yeah, McDonald's.